And we'll pick up this video right where we left off in the other one. You completed it, it's done. You've got level 1 on the sheet there, which was move the C at the end of the measure, at the end of that fourth measure to either a D, E, G, or A. But notice I have level 2 and 3 down there. Again, you could do some combination of these. You don't have to. It's just some steps to make it sound a little bit more interesting. So let's dive back into the edit menu again. I'm going to tap on this, double tap here, choose edit. And I'm going to come to the end of the fourth measure. I'm looking right in this area right here. And notice because it's 4, 5, 6. I know this is the end. And there's that my original C that I moved. Now, I went ahead and I moved that up there. For level 2, what I could do is I can actually change the rhythm and the notes. I can change a few of the rhythms and even notes and even add some notes and to this. Well, how do I do that? So I've got it tapped, and that's a G right now. I've tapped on it so it's highlighted. You can see at the back you have the arrows here. If I grab the back of it, look at that. I can just close it right up. And now you notice it's a quarter note because it's the same length, the same size as these other squares. So now I've got that as a quarter note. And in fact, watch this. I'm going to take this a step further. This is great. I'm going to copy that note. Then I'm going to put my scrubber. I tapped on the bar to get the scrubber right here. And I'm just going to paste that. So look at that. I just copied it right in there. And in fact, I'm going to take that. Ooh, spin all the way on me. I'm going to move that down to E. So now I go E, D. It's going to go up to G and then down to E. Let's hear what that sounds like. Yeah, and that's even starting to sound a little bit, more like a melody, right? Like it connects into there. Let's make this level 2A. I'll even show you more that you can do with this if you want to. Go back to that G, that's the old original quarter note half note that I shrunk down. I'm going to move that down to an eighth note now. I took a quarter note, cut that in half. I'm going to copy that. Again, put my scrubber at where I want it to go, and I'm going to paste it. Ooh, now I've got a couple of eighth notes. I'm going to make this one an eighth note. And you know what? I don't have to copy that one again. Since I already have this one copied, I'll just paste another one right here. And now I've got these 4 sort of, new notes that I'm working with. So let's move them around a little bit. I've got G, G. Let's move this one down to D. And remember, the whole time you're being really careful to only use the notes of the C major pentatonic scale, the C, D, E, G, A. We want to stay away from that F and that B, and certainly none of the black keys at all. So let's give that a listen. Let's see what we've got. I like that. That can definitely be one. That would sort of be the end of level 2 challenge. Now, since this is sort of maybe some of the advanced techniques video, I'm going to go through and show you step 3 right after that. Now, for step 3, and this is a kind of a fun one. I think this is a really interesting one. What you can do is you can highlight a larger chunk of your melody and move it up an octave if you'd like to. What do I mean? Well, remember, we've done all of our melody in the capital letters except for that lowercase c at the top. But the notes are available to us up above, the D, E, G, and A that are above the C4. So what I'm going to do, just for the purposes of this demo, I'm going to try and highlight all of the notes that are in the second part of the melody from the 5th measure to the end, the ones I pasted over there, and I'm going to move them up an octave. I'm going to start by just tapping and holding in this area right here, and then dragging across like that. Now you notice when I did that, I missed that first little C down there, and that's okay. We can come back and get him later. To make this happen, I'm going to hold the first C right here, and I'm with my finger, I'm literally just going to tap, hold it, and drag it up to this line so that it's on that C. Let's see if I can do it. I tap the C. Ooh, missed it the first time. There we go. I'm taking it right up, and I've got it so it's on the C. My finger's right on that spot, and I drag it to the C. Now, we'll go ahead and grab that C that we left down there and bring him up. So he's right on that C as well. Let's give that a listen and see what we've got here. Ready? Back to here. And you can see there are the notes up there in that octave. Oh, wow, I really like that. Now, ready? Now I'm going to take this, I don't know if I'd call this 3A or even it's basically combining 3 and 2. I've got these eighth notes. Oops, I had an extra note I didn't need to. I've got those eighth notes that I created at the end of that level 2 one. But what I've got is, notice they're making this contour coming down like this, where my melody is actually up here. So what I'm going to do is, just to kind of make it, I'm going to see if I can turn these around, again, still concentrating on the notes over here, and make them so that they go up to that. So I'll start with this, my original G. I'll take him down to C, and I'll take this note down to D. I think I'll leave that E right where it is, C, D, E. Then I'll take the last G, oh, I'm sorry, the last D, and move it up to G. And now even when I just look at it, it's kind of a nice contour. It comes down here, and then it goes right up to connect. Let's give that a listen and see. Oh yeah, that I definitely like. So again, folks, you can use some of the tips in level 2 and stop there. You know, it's up to you. And as you have questions, as you're working on your own, if you want to come back and ask, you can talk to us and we'll help you out with it. So I've got that the way I want it. I choose done, just like you did at the other one. I rewind and it's all set. I get my melody where I want, and now I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is actually submitting this. So it'll be a plateau check-in. We'll get to that in the next video.